Right, so let's just, what'd you have for breakfast, mate?
This morning, this isn't the interview, is it?
No,
okay.
I'm just testing it.
Just cornflakes. I was probably thinking of like an in-depth answer. Last season was personally a difficult one. I started off really well this season. I was playing really well, probably one of my best starts to a season, fitness-wise and how I was playing. And then obviously had some, personal issues off the pitch, which kind of affected me. I lost my mum in the September, so kind of, smack bang in the middle of the season. So yeah, it kind of come as a shock to me, as it was quite sudden and quite quick. So, when you get, news like that, and you've got to go down the road to see your family and stuff like that, it affected me obviously massively, and I think it had a massive impact on my performances and kind of my mindset on the pitch as well. I wanted to kind of use that to fuel me and make her proud, and not dwell on it, but not think of it as a negative and let it affect me, but use it as something that can help me fuel me to play well and achieve the goals that I want to achieve, to make her proud.
Well done, Slack. Go, Callum, last week sprint, Callum! Go on, Blair, finish it well, Blair. Well done, Callum. It's back.
Happened the season before, and in summer I was so determined to put in the work throughout summer to be as fit as I can coming into pre-season. It was probably the sharpest I'd ever felt. So yeah, the start of the season I just felt I was flying, fitness-wise, sharpness, and I think that was what was leading to maybe a couple goals being higher up the pitch. And yeah, it was a good start to the season, and I could feel it.
Yeah. You want it, gotta work for that bag, go get it one day, you can brag. You want it, gotta work for that bag, go get it one day, you can brag. I say that I have it, you know that I got it, no need to look all in the bag. Stunning like this cause I work so hard, I'm the best, I only speak facts. In the store I'm popping them tags, a limited seller with stag. Clout chasing for the cash grab, I don't really want it that bad. If I say that I have it, you know that I got it, no need to look all in the bag. Stunning like this cause I work so hard, I'm the best, I only speak facts. In the store I'm popping them tags, a limited seller with stag. Clout chasing for the cash grab, I don't really want it that bad. I'm trying to keep my soul intact.
It was actually Roscoe and the gaffer. We sat down and had a chat, and it was something to do with percentage of shots and percentage to goal ratio. My percentage of shot ratio from the season before, when I was shooting, if I could bump that up a little bit, then the goals that it would ratio with would be higher. So it was more about just percentage of hitting targets, where to shoot and where most goals are scored. So very detailed, which people might not see behind the scenes. Yeah, they know I can shoot and hit the ball quite sweet, but it was I think they said that I don't need to hit it as hard as I do to score, because accuracy beats power most of the time. So just take a bit off it and get it on target. And then I think a couple of days later I actually scored in one of the friendlies. So yeah, I scored from the edge of the box there, and I remember as soon as I scored, I remember I didn't hit that as hard, and yeah, it went in back. Tough to describe really, because it was for such a obviously kind of big injury. Nothing happened, which might sound bizarre, but it was like a small tangle of legs, and kind of foot got caught in the wrong place, and then I've gone over and twisted on my knee, and it was kind of like a slow motion freak accident kind of thing. And yeah, I just felt my knee go pop, heard it pop. And yeah, it was agony, so I knew I'd done something. So yeah, I'd done my ACL ligament, cruciate ligament, so yeah, that's what I've done. I've done obviously other damage around those areas, but obviously surgery and stuff would just be on the ACL. And I remember just, asking, how long are we looking here? And it was kind of a sigh. You're looking at probably 9 to 12 months. I remember just my head sinking and just thinking, a whole year. I think we were about a few days into the start of the year anyway, so I'm looking at the whole year that's just started not playing football. So, I've got surgery in just over a week, so yeah, my head's kind of thinking about that. The club have been great for me throughout my time here. Yeah, it would be obviously right to stay because the club are going to do so much to help me and stuff, so it would be, I would owe them, a thank you kind of thing to stay. And obviously I'd want to stay and get back to playing football because I was enjoying my football, so yeah. I remember when I got injured, I just had to look to see how many games I'd played. Yeah, I think it was just disappointing that, that I would have probably got 100 games in my career this season, and for Motherwell. So, yeah, it was just disappointing in that aspect, yeah.
What does it make you feel like when you see that back?
I think that's the moment that I knew like I'd done something quite serious, and it was going to be sidelined for a long time. So it's kind of tough to see. The feeling of what I had when I felt that, when I watched that video, I can still feel it like it's yesterday. There's so many thoughts going through your heads about like contract and what's going to happen, and financial stuff and things like that, and even getting back playing. I think I went for a short spell through the summer, where I'd got back kind of like doing gym exercises and stuff like that, and I was back home, and I remember like I had this thing where I was really shaky with my knee and my quad, so I had to go down to London to see specialists again, and that's when I thought like, something's not like right, and am I gonna play again basically. So that was probably the time during the injury where I was panicking the most, because I was like, am I actually gonna come back from this? The conversation got started pretty quickly in terms of, the club knew where my head was at in terms of, well, I'm injured and, I'd like to stay. And we'd already spoken about it prior to the injury anyway. Been at the club obviously for a long time, and I'd showed the club what I could do, and they knew what I was capable of, and they know me as a person and they know me as a player, so I always believed that the club would put their trust in me to come back from the injury and start playing again. And yeah, thankfully they did that, yeah. And the fact that, I was going to be able to, just forget about all of that and put all my time and focus on getting back playing, spend my time here again with the physios that know me and help me through my rehab to get back on the pitch. So it was just a massive relief really, because I was able to start thinking about anything else and just focus purely on getting back fit. I remember Hendo was watching training and he said to me, please just take it easy, like you don't need to tear about. As soon as I stepped on the white line, I just forgot what he said, and I was just herring about, and he was watching with like gritted teeth, thinking like, hope he gets through it. But I was just buzzing to be back out there, and probably even from my first session, it just completely switched out of my mind, and I'd forgot about the knee, and I was fine to go into tackles and stuff like that. So I'm thankful that obviously that I was able to be like that, go on the pitch and forget about it, because I know not every player who has a serious injury can play the same again, because it can be a worry in your head. But yeah, I managed to forget about it pretty quick. I first found out when we got the squad list on the Friday, the day before the game, and yeah, it was a little celebration with the boys in the change room because we all get it through in the group chat. So I'd been itching to kind of see my name on one like the prior week or so before, but that wasn't, obviously that may have been too early. So when I saw my name on it, it was just, yeah, it was, my face kind of lit up, and said to the boys, I'm in the squad, and they were buzzing for me, yeah. You know, I wasn't going to be annoyed if I didn't play, put it that way. I was just happy to be on the bench doing the warm-up and out on the pitch at half-time, and you know, if I come on, it was always going to be a bonus for me. So to come on, yeah, I was just, when I got the call, yeah, I was a bit nervous, but I was excited to get back on there. It was a nice feeling, especially, you know, to get it from the fans and, you know, the way they did. Yeah, it's nice to get that recognition, especially from your own fans, that, you know, they're happy to see me back out on the pitch. It all happened so quick, really. I lined up the free kick and I was talking to Blaney while we were stood over it, and I just looked at the wall and I thought it was just full of giants, and I just thought there's no chance I'm getting this up and down because of how close it was. So I thought maybe I could go that side, but then I was like, no, I'm going to try and go over the wall. And then as I started my run up, I kind of seen the keeper just in the corner of my eye take a little step to his left. And yeah, that's when I knew in the run up I was going to change my decision and go keeper's side. And yeah, thankfully it found the side netting. So. And obviously, because we were chasing the game, I didn't get the chance to go over to the fans to celebrate, and just wanted to get back and try and get another one. But that wasn't to be. But yeah, it was a great feeling, obviously, putting it in the back of the net again. And it was only my second time on the pitch, so I was just happy to be back out on the pitch again. But obviously, to add a goal, yeah, it was a great feeling. Definitely getting there game by game and week by week. I'm feeling better and better as weeks go on, training sessions and games. Obviously when you're out for such a long period of time, it can take you quite a while to get back to what you were or the player you were. I feel like technically I feel back to how I was. It's probably just picking up that fitness and, you know, spending such time on the sidelines has that effect, and I knew that was going to be the case. And I've said to the sports scientist here, you know, I'm getting frustrated because I'm blowing in games, and you know, I want to be able to keep going to 90 and stuff like that. And he said, like, it's normal, don't get frustrated. It's week by week, you're going to keep adding 10 minutes on, and you know, you're going to get there. So don't get frustrated with yourself. You've been out for a year, it will come. So yeah, I was slightly getting frustrated with myself for not being as fit as I was prior to the injury, but it's normal. I have to accept that and just keep working hard to get back to that level.
Callum, how does it feel to have played 100 games for this club?
Yeah, special feeling. It's a lot of games. Had some great memories, and obviously to get the 3 points tonight, and you know, hopefully we can continue that. And you know, special feeling tonight, special atmosphere. So 100 games and to top it off with 3 points, brilliant. Because obviously when I'd done the injury, I was so close. So it was kind of like I was that close. I'd probably rather have been 70 games than what I had. But yeah, I was a bit like annoyed at the fact that I couldn't get to the 100 games that season. But obviously to come back from the injury that I've had and get to 100 games is, yeah, it's a special feeling and an achievement for myself, yeah. You're gonna have bad days, and that's fine. Like you're out sidelined for such a long time that you're not going to spend a year where everything goes right for you. So you're going to need to just deal with the bad days and just accept that and go again the next day and just push through, because it's going to be up and down, and you'll get there eventually. If you listen to the guys that are around you and do the things that they ask, then you've got a right chance, yeah.
When I last did this interview, I was probably unsure what lied ahead in life in general, and where I was going to be, what I was going to be doing, if I was going to be playing football again. So definitely not the best headspace, and wasn't sure what was coming. So I was a bit all over the place, but like sitting here today is just, you know, it's a great feeling because I've managed to come out the other side and come through what is at points a career-ending injury and get back playing. I think mentally it's helped me a lot in ways of dealing with situations and frustrations and probably not over panicking and over worrying about stuff. And I've probably learnt that, you know, things do happen and you just have to, you know, see them out and come out the other side of them. Yeah. I want to thank everyone around me really, you know, staff here, physios, David Henderson, Jack Powell, Liam Dukes, my partner obviously for being there, and Dad, my sister, like just everyone who's around me, who's probably had to deal with the bad days with me, which is nice now because they get to deal with the good days with me as well.